In marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
On game day, every play counts. Now imagine having the same level of control in your field. Valley is where farming meets end zone efficiency. With AgSense remote irrigation technology, farmers become the MVPs of their fields. Real-time play-by-play control means you're always ahead of the game. Score big with simplified irrigation technology from Valley, improving your life both on and off the field. Find your local Valley dealer at valleyirrigation.com.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard, Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Our Nebraska public school teachers make a difference in our communities. I'm Tim Royers, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. I see it every day. Teachers connecting on a personal level with students and parents to support learning and growth. Our kids do better, community pride grows, Nebraska thrives. Our public schools rank in the top 10 nationally year after year. Strong public schools create strong communities.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Gray. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. Royals baseball, it's a hit. Came to an end last night, but our man Nick Sainert was on the scene. I thought when they were clearing the benches, I thought I saw Nick out there running out there with the Royals.
No, I stayed far away from the action, and I said, I'll just watch from afar. Yeah, but I didn't notice, so I couldn't see from my spot the elbow that Volpe kind of gave Michael Garcia when he was sliding into second base. So I understand why something was instituted, but also you're gonna run out of the bullpen and then just stare at each other.
Yeah,
like come on.
I more about this on the next segment because I want to see what AG's got. That AG, what's happening, brother?
Man, nothing much. How you doing?
Did you get that U-Haul unpacked, man?
Yeah, I got that done. Actually, a couple of days ago. Now I'm sitting in a hotel in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Gonna check out the Cardinals game this weekend and do some events during the weekend.
He's in Green Bay, Nick.
I do. That's okay.
Raff,
I do enjoy football.
Yeah, we interesting. We didn't get an invite to that.
AG, I hope you have.
You're not gonna get an invite to that.
Have an amazing weekend, AG. I'm not one of those that is gonna like, why did you invite me? I mean, I want you to enjoy
the weekend. Y'all not Packer fans. Let's start. AD, you a Steeler fan. Okay, let's just be real. And Nick, I'm not really sure what NFL team you follow, so I'm
the real NFC North contender.
No.
Who's that? Detroit? You talking about Detroit or Minnesota?
The Detroit Lions.
Okay.
Green Bay, nice.
Yeah, right. No, what is Dave? Our friend usually goes taps his phone, goes, "Yep, phone works."
So I've got to ask AG. I mean, you probably became very attached to that U-Haul. Did you just drive it up to Green Bay then, or?
No, I didn't get that attached to it. No.
AG, you couldn't wait to drop that sucker off, could you?
No, yo, for sure. It's a mission accomplished. I'm like, whoo, all that stuff out that truck. Yes, indeed. Bye.
Did you recruit your neighbors, or just you and Mama did it?
No, I did. I got thought ahead. Hired a moving crew. So
great. Now wait a minute. Whoa. No, wait a minute. I'm looking. No, wait a minute. Wait. Hold up.
What are their fees? Yeah. Do you need my address?
I was a 2-man moving crew. That was a part of like the U-Haul package. Because like when you order the truck, they give you options like, you want a trailer? Do you need a dolly, an appliance dolly? Do you need a moving crew? And it was just a 2-man moving crew. But I found that the system was a gypping them, because they, even though I paid like $215 for like 2-3 hours, they only got paid of the $200, $15 per person per hour.
How long did it take them to unload it?
Not long. It was probably maybe an hour and a half, if that. And so also all 3 of us moving in and out, doing the thing. And then actually, no, what happened? I'll tell you what happened real quick. So while I didn't know they were coming that early. Like they came earlier than what they posed in the email or in the app. And so they came during my podcast that I was doing with Gilbert and Dorsey at around 10:30 in the morning on Tuesday. And of course, Gilbert and Dorsey are killing me. I'm trying to do a podcast, and they're just like you guys right now, killing me.
They got you guys. This is only an AD and Raff.
No, Nick, you too. Don't try to. Nope, Nick. I don't want to hear it.
Nick made up something he had to do that Sunday morning, so he didn't have to help. Man, he went golf.
It's all good. No, I'm not even talking about that day. I'm just talking about this right now. But the guys lit me up. I'll just say it. They lit me up, which is whatever. I can deal with it. I can handle it. it was funny. One of the guys, like I looked at the guy and I said, "What's your name?" He said, "Jose." I'm like, "What's up, Jose?" And then they start, "Hey, tell Jose." I said, "We said what's up from Dorsey and Gilbert." So I said, "Hey, my guy said what's up." So they're talking to him through me.
That's awesome. You're the middleman. You're
essentially the middleman, and he's bringing in stuff from the U-Haul. I'm like, this is classic, and it's on a lot of. We're right in the middle breaking down the Cardinals game this weekend, and then we break off and talking about where he's putting stuff and why they still walking in the room, and because I'm like, my wife know that I'm doing the podcast right now. What happened? I'm like, I said, babe, let them know that I'm doing a show. Could you have them just put the stuff outside the door so I could just bring it in later? And they just kept coming in. I'm like,
pardon me, Mr. Green, do you mind that we are trying to move boxes?
Yeah, I was like, I just had to roll with it. The show must go on. The show must go on.
So I'm guessing that the reason that you guys didn't get the invite to Green Bay, the real reason, they only had one seat left in the suite, and he had to choose.
None of y'all Packer fans. Let's just start there. Raff, we already know where you lie.
I am a Broncos fan. However, I will let you know during the Favre years, Green Bay was number 2. I probably know Green Bay. Probably not Bronco caliber, but I know Green Bay fairly well.
Well, Raff, I'll tell you this, AG. During the time that you were playing, I was actually a gamer then, but I only played Madden. You was my running back. Of course, I had Favre, and even before you, what was the big tight end's name? Chimura. I had Chimura. I had Chewy as my tight end. I had Bubba Franks out there putting in work, and people forget Keith Jackson played tight end for the Packers. I had him putting in work for me, man.
Antonio Freeman was
Robert
putting in
Ferguson. Work. Yes.
Robert Ferg.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. He's a Texas kid.
Hey, let me real quick before we go to break, because we want to come back, Nick. I want to give you the full next segment for the most part, talking about. But I'm saying we'll talk MLB, but I mean just your experience there. But AG, there's a guy. Where does Antonio Freeman? Where's he at now, man?
He's down in he's down in Florida, but he was more Fort Lauderdale area, so I think he's okay. Him and his family's okay.
Okay, good. Good.
So AG, so you're up there today. What does it entail for you? Will you go to practice or the walkthrough or practice or anything? Or
I wish. No, this is just this is more of a PR trip. So I'm talking to the Packers have me talking to a military group that I've done a lot of military events with throughout the years of me living here. I'm speaking to them today at around about 12:45, and then that's it for today. I'm done, and then tomorrow I do a little meet and greet with fans on a Saturday, sign some autographs, and then on Sunday I'm gonna hang out with Gilbert and Dorsey there in town over at a local bar here called Stadium View, and then go over to the stadium, meet and greet with fans, sign some autographs, do some sponsorship mingling around with all the sponsors up in the suites during the game. Try to watch the game. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Right. And see some of my old teammates that come in town. It's about a handful of guys that come in week to week. Packers are one of very few NFL teams that actually comp out tickets to former players.
Oh, wow.
It's the Packers, it's the 49ers, and maybe the Cowboys. That's it. They're the only teams that do not charge former players that played for their teams. Oh, and cool. I take that back to Texas. I do know the Texans don't charge. They give you They give you two comp tickets for every home game.
I like that.
And 2 comp tickets, and the Packers and the 49ers are the 2 only teams that have an alumni suite just for their players.
That's cool.
I like that. Players. Yeah, that's going to be a good weekend for you, brother. Busy one and a good one as well. When we come back, folks, it was a busy night MLB last night. There's some teams that have gone fishing after last night.
Yeah,
we're going to get a firsthand view from. I know Nick, of course, was there with our radio brother Nate. Greg Brenneman was there as well, and Austin, of course, was there handling business. You got Rico over there pointing at his Yankees hat, celebrating, rubbing it. He's a fake fan. He's a fraud. Is he a fraud?
He's a fraud.
He's
a phony.
He's a phony.
I can't tell which way he wants to go with things sometimes.
Yeah. Folks, when we come back, we got some MLB action, a lot of college football, a little recruiting note for Nebraska that took place a few days ago, but a lot of college football will be discussed. And also Husker women they got a busy weekend in volleyball as well as they play Purdue tonight and Rutgers tomorrow. So it's a busy night. It'll be a busy weekend here at the Bob. It's Friday, folks. We'll be right back. It's The Drive. 937 The Ticket.
Our Nebraska public school teachers make a difference in our communities. I'm Tim Royers, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. I see it every day. Teachers connecting on a personal level with students and parents to support learning and growth. Our kids do better, community pride grows, Nebraska thrives. Our public schools rank in the top 10 nationally year after year. Strong public schools create strong communities.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of healthcare, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com. Hey guys, it's Nick. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday at 8 p.m. from Seacrest Field as Grand Island takes on Lincoln North Star. The Gators are 4-2 on the year and led by head coach James Thompson, while the Islanders are still searching for their first win of 2024. Kickoff is slated for 8 p.m. with pregame coverage starting at 7:45 p.m. It's the Islanders and the Gators this Friday on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Davis Plumbing is a locally owned company specializing in a wide range of plumbing services for both commercial and residential customers. Davis Plumbing has been in business for over 15 years and has a team of experienced plumbers ready to help you with any project, big or small. Customer satisfaction and peace of mind is their number one priority. So for any commercial or residential project, give Davis Plumbing a call today at 402-525-6922. Davis Plumbing, locally owned and operated for over 15 years.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel.
McCaffrey told me this when we was in Carolina. He was on a recruiting trip to Oregon because every team told him they was going to move him to wide receiver, except Oregon. They said, we'll keep you at running back. Well, when he was on the visit, he was walking past a coach's meeting. Frost was like, Christian thinks we're going to keep him at running back, but we're actually going to move him to wide receiver. And he opened up the door and he goes, don't worry about it. I'm not coming here. So Christian always had a problem with Frost. He never wanted Luke to come here. He said, I told you not to go play for that coach.
No way.
Yeah, true story.
From 1 to 2 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Lincoln Stars' next 2 home games are next weekend against a pair of Iowa opponents. Join us Friday, October 11th for a 7:05 p.m. matchup with the Des Moines Buccaneers, and then again the next night, Saturday, October 12th, for a 6:05 p.m. puck drop against the Waterloo Blackhawks. October is here, and we can't wait to see you at the Icebox. Get your tickets for next weekend's games and all future home games now at LincolnStars.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. Nick made it back.
Yes, he did. You know, Nick, AG, I don't know if you knew or not, but Nick went to the KC game last night, the Royals game last night, where they fell to the Yankees 3-1. We'll talk about the other game in a second. Nick, tell us the experience of going to the game, man.
Well, here's the
deal.
deal.
What was it like? What was the vibe?
So that was my first postseason game of any professional sports.
Was it different?
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Are the Storm Chasers not professional?
That's not true. As a fan.
Oh, okay.
As a fan.
Okay. There you go. All right.
I got to enjoy last night as a fan, and it was incredible. I don't have much of a voice right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz, I am on the train of Jazz Chisholm is Kansas City's biggest enemy. I didn't do some of the things that other fans were doing towards Jazz Chisholm last night from our section.
You were praying for him while the others were saying some other words.
I was.
Dear Father God, help that brother.
Yeah, just get Jazz out of the stadium safely tonight. But no, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I got to reunite with our old coworker, good friend, Nathan Brennan, down there. He works for the CBS station down there, so I got to meet Nate and talk to him, catch up with him. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, we didn't go out after the game, so I said, "Well, Nate, I think I'm just going to drive home tonight." I hit the road at 11:30, got back home about 2:45 this morning, and that alarm went off at 6:30. So here we are.
That's the game. Like, what was, because I asked that question because there's a major difference in the intensity of the stadiums. Because they know it's win or go home. They literally Kate knew it win or go home.
It was a very, very stressful environment. I'll be honest. Like, the Yankees got a couple leadoff doubles on, and every single time it was like, okay, here we go. Like it's stressful here. And it was fun. We were sitting around a lot of really fun people, and it was a really, really good time. I had a Husker fan directly in front of me as well. He was rocking a Nebraska hat, so we got to bond over that. And so that was the situation. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend going to a postseason baseball game. Highly recommend it.
I'd like to check that out, man. I guess I've only been to 2, and I can imagine that.
So much to the point where I'm telling myself that whenever the Royals are next, host one next,
You're going.
It's going to be interesting to see how they springboard off this. It kind of has a little bit of feel of 1976 to it. That was George.
I do remember that year, yeah.
But you kind of have you have the young superstar George Brett kind of finding his way. They goes in 76. They don't, make it past the Yankees. Kind of have that feel again. And there was a lot of like stuff that was like similar to it. So now it'll be interesting to see if Bobby Witt can do what George Brett did and take him to the
the World Series. Yeah. Well, I think part of it also is I'm interested to see, number one, how they boost certain areas. Like the pitching was not the problem last night. And it's fascinating because like the bullpen throughout the 162 game regular season with the postseason, it's never the same. And it's such a fluid organism, essentially, to where you just kind of have you don't know what you're going to have with injuries, with trade acquisitions, with just signings, with guys just stepping up. There was only two bullpen arms that were active last night that were on the opening day roster for the Kansas City Royals out of the bullpen. And that was John Schreiber and Angel Serpa. The other ones were not on the major league roster on opening day. So there was a lot of new arms in that bullpen, right? But the Kansas City Royals figured it out. They just needed to figure out ways to manufacture runs. The inability to hit the long ball would crush them. And I thought Kyle Isbell had it to the right field wall. Juan Soto had to kind of scale the wall a little bit. But I thought Kyle Isbell had it with a 2, and that would have tied the game at 3. And the top would have blown off Kauffman Stadium if that would happen.
The Royals go down 3-1. Unknown texter 2326. Typical loser fan base. Worried about a below average third baseman. Also pretty sure he was right. Royals got lucky to win a game.
Now the question is, can the Royals go out and get somebody in free agency? Because they spent a lot of money on Witt, but it seems like they need sort of like that Robin guy. They have Batman, but now they got to get a Robin.
Well, I think they need somebody that can hit the long ball. I genuinely think that's probably something. You look at all the other teams in the postseason right now, and it's they have guys that can consistently hit home runs. Whether it's Jose Ramirez or Naylor for Cleveland, or whether it's Fernando Tatis for
San Diego,
or the long list of guys that the Yankees have, or the superstars that the Dodgers have. The Royals were the typical small market team that was probably a little overmatched in the postseason, but still figured out ways to win ball games, because before this series against the Yankees, guys, they didn't walk guys. They didn't walk. They drew a lot of free passes, and they played really solid defensively. However, this series against the Yankees, going into last night's game, through 3 games, they gave up 22 walks. 22 walks. They walked 22 Yankees batters in the first 3 games of the series. That's just not a recipe for winning.
No, it's not.
So are you now a Royals fan instead of a Cubs fan?
Not instead. That's my AL team, though, and they adopted me last night. I bought a polo.
Like Carney.
I bought a polo.
There you go.
I liked the polo a lot. Almost wore the polo this morning.
Something about towns that start with K with you.
Yep, that's true. And Kansas. I do enjoy Kansas City just in general, though.
Well, the Yankees are waiting on the final game of the Cleveland Guardians, who took care of business against Detroit last night, 5-4. Those guys will play Saturday at 7:08. Tonight's game, you got the Padres taking on the LA in LA. Fellas, we go to break. Let us know. AG, do you think LA takes care of business? You think the Padres bats will light up again?
I don't know. It's a good matchup. It's I say 4:05 matchup, because San Diego is only about 3.5 hours from Los Angeles, or a little bit 4 hours maybe. So I like this matchup in terms of the fan base. And Nick, if you were talking about KC, man, LA. I only been to Dodger Stadium a few times as a kid, and it was just regular season game, so I already know it's going to be super amped up for postseason matchup. And with the roster they have now, it's crazy.
It's also excuse me. It's also great because the two teams, the Dodgers and the Padres, they genuinely dislike each other.
Yes,
which just adds more sauce to the
It's a friendly neighborhood rivalry. That's what it is.
I don't know how friendly it is. I don't know how friendly.
No, I'm joking.
I'm not going to that neighborhood.
You hear the sarcasm in my voice there.
Right.
It's a friendly neighborhood rivalry.
I thought that we were going to see stuff. You could feel it build up last night in the earlier innings of the Yankees Royals game. You could feel the not even the frustration, just the animosity against each other starting to build up. And then you have, Volpe throwing the elbow, and Maikel Garcia doesn't really like that a whole lot. So then benches start to clear and bullpens are running to second base, and then just nothing happens.
I think George Brett kind of built that up a little bit too. That interview he gave was classic. He's like, I don't even know if Craig Nettles even likes me to this day. I was like, all right, here we go.
So,
but folks, there's a lot. It is the best time of the year for baseball for a lot of fans. If you're just a casual fan from like myself, you love the intensity, you love the passion, even the stare down and what no fight. It's just stare down that took place last night. You could see the octaves in the stadium rise up even from the TV.
Oh, I was there.
As far as that goes, so Nick, I can imagine it was like right there. But I think the Padres Dodgers game tonight is going to be. I think that's going to be must watch TV, man.
Ryan in California goes, bleep the Dodgers, go Giants. Ryan, I hate to tell you this, your Giants are on vacation.
Yeah, the Giants.
Neighborhood rivalry.
They had a dog in a fight in a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a minute for the Giants because I watch. I pay attention to my California teams. We know that LA, they're just like the Lakers. They know how to put rosters together. I mean, over the last 10 years, when they do free agency, they do free agency the way you should. Well, they got a ton of money. Let's just start there first.
There you go. I mean, they spent $1 billion on two players,
and that's what I mean. They when they do free agency, they do free agency. They're not messing around. They're going in there and they pull up on people and say, "Yeah, give me the most expensive player that if they're pulling up at the shop buying a car." Give me that car right there. That's a $1 billion car right there. Give me that car.
That's why it's so important that Kansas City was able to lock down Bobby Witt Jr. because he wins the batting title this year. Yep. And if they weren't able to get a deal done at the end of or during the offseason last year,
they weren't getting them this year.
Not because they didn't try, not because there wasn't effort, because they would not be able to match what the Dodgers would come in and spend, or the Yankees, like they just wouldn't be able to match it. And so it's crucial, and frankly, it's good for baseball that he was able to get the deal done with a small market team like Kansas City. And now I was driving, listening home to the post game coverage last night on the Royals Radio Network, friends of the station, and they were saying, listen, for Kansas City right now, they have two organizations that are at the pinnacle of sports right now. You have the baseball team led by your young superstar and your savvy veteran catcher in Salvador Perez that just made the postseason. And then you have the best player in the NFL right now in Patrick Mahomes leading your football team.
It's a fun city to be in right now. So your fans are there. Real quick on the small market thing. That's why I have no, like I said, I got no dog in this race, but I kind of pulling for Cleveland because they are a small market team. You got the Mets are already in huge market. Obviously the Yankees are advanced and huge market team. Padres, Los Angeles. Yeah. It'd be good to see Cleveland take care of some business in there too.
I'm rolling with the Mets.
Rolling with the Mets.
For Adrian Raff.
The 86 spirit coming alive, huh?
The amazing. 69 Mets, baby. 69 Mets. The amazings.
Folks, when we come back, we got some history for you and then a lot of college football because it is a Thanksgiving Day type menu of college football coming up this weekend. I mean, you can take your pick. There's going to be so many going on. So we'll discuss that, but history next. It's Friday. It's The Drive, 93.7 A Ticket.
The Lincoln Stars' next two home games are next weekend against a pair of Iowa opponents. Join us Friday, October 11th for a 7:05 p.m. matchup with the Des Moines Buccaneers, and then again the next night, Saturday, October 12th, for a 6:05 p.m. puck drop against the Waterloo Blackhawks. October is here, and we can't wait to see you at the Icebox. Get your tickets for next weekend's games and all future home games now at LincolnStars.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we want to thank all of our customers for a great September. And now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Koppel. Get 0% financing at Koppel. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Koppel. So please stop on by or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. 0% with roof credit.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies and light winds and warm temperatures with a high around 90. Tonight, cloudy skies, a low around 55. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies and light winds, an afternoon high around 84. Meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When your home fills up with family, Allo Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Allo Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. October is pork month, so now through October 13th, enjoy fresh pork belly for $2.99 per pound. Fairway's Hickory Smoked Bacon 16-ounce packs for $4.99, fresh pork sausages for $2.99 per pound, and all-natural pork Boston butt for $1.88 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn. Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Imagine a world where your office IT runs smoothly, securely, and effortlessly. A day where you aren't worried about the next outage or password compromise. At Hamilton, we take care of everything from monitoring and maintenance to security and support. We partner with your business to design integrated technology solutions that fit your needs now and your goals for the future. With on-site and remote IT support options, we're always just a call or click away. Elevate your IT with Hamilton Managed IT. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Early break.
Anthony in the mailbag says, good morning, guys. Question for the mailbag. If you were trapped in a 10 foot by 10 foot concrete room with one animal, what is the largest animal you could kill with nothing but your bare hands?
I'd like to think I could whip an ostrich.
Get a hold of his neck. He's going to whip him around. He's going to whip him around.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring.
We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook, their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. No game day tomorrow, but a million games of greatness tomorrow.
Yeah, there is, man. A lot of games. We'll get to that as well. There's a ton of them.
A million games of greatness.
A million games of greatness.
Sometimes I wonder, never mind.
What goes on in this mind?
Yeah. Word choice, singing, word order.
Well, in history,
if you count high school and the college and all that, then yeah, there you go.
Yeah, thanks, AG.
It was more word order instead of a million great games, a million games of greatness.
I think I like million games of greatness better.
Million games of greatness.
Anyway,
there's going to be a ton of them.
Well,
I know that much.
Who sponsors history?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I thought you guys were still talking about greatness. I was just going to let it ride. Well,
that means AD did not have it pulled up yet.
That's okay.
Yeah, I have my screen up. I was like, well, everyone's heard about testosterone replacement therapy, but how do you know who to trust? Angels Men's Health is the nation's leader in testosterone and weight loss. No upselling, no unnecessary supplements, just real solutions. With a team of registered nurses and nurse practitioners, they look at your whole health and create a playbook you'll understand. They use the best products, including HCG, to keep your body safe and protect your fertility. This is the best team in the game, and they're ready to earn your trust. Google Ageless Men's Health Lincoln and check out their 175 plus 5-star reviews. On this day in history, 1992, Deion Sanders plays for the Atlanta Falcons in Miami and then flies to Pittsburgh, hoping to play for the Atlanta Braves and become the first athlete to play in 2 pro sports on the same day. However, Braves manager Bobby Cox says, nah, we ain't gonna let you play tonight.
Dang. He did do the World Series thing, didn't he? Where he played in like a playoff, not a playoff game, but a regular season football game, but then played in one of the playoff games somewhere. No. I thought he did that. Okay.
This was the one where he tried for it, and Bobby Cox.
Oh, I thought he did. I thought he accomplished that. I did not know he got denied.
I couldn't remember if he did or not.
He was suited up that game. He was suited up and ready to play, but Bobby Cox was like, not happening. But
come on,
the 30
Bobby.
for 30 was based after this day right there.
Come on, Bobby. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, so I didn't see it, but yeah, I saw the highlights of that. Come on, Bobby. Because
just the fact
let him pinch hit or something, pitch run bases or something.
Let me do something. I'm like, I'm leaving with something.
I wouldn't let him pitch run. I'm like, just let him. Just go get on the bases. You know,
just get on base. Just get on base. Yeah. Rafferty, what you got, my man?
I got a birthday today. Turning 63 years old today. The second greatest quarterback in the history of the San Francisco 49ers, Steve Young.
Oh, wow.
63.
Stevie Young. That was a bad boy from BYU, man.
Yeah.
Bad boy from BYU.
A lefty on top of that.
And so crazy about Steve Young, too, is remember he signed with the LA Express of the USFL his first couple years. and I read the USFL book that was written. And by the time their second year rolled around with the LA Express, he signed it. I think he signed the largest contract in the history of professional sports at the time. And they were like playing in a high school field, like by LA. He goes, yeah, that's when I knew it was time. And that's when he went back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and foiled in obscurity. And then the 49ers signed him. And then
the rest is history.
Yep.
Literally.
A couple Super Bowls. At least one Super Bowl.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to Young. AG, what you got, my man?
Yeah, I got a fun game came out. Nice fighting game that everybody's played at least once. Is Mortal Kombat. So Mortal Kombat Trilogy came out on October 11th, 1996. It was on PlayStation. Developer was Avalanche Software, and the publisher, famous publisher Midway game in there. And so the plot of the game is where Shao Kahn's final attempt to control the Earth is upon us. So you have no choice. Defeat Shao Kahn's deadly warriors or die trying. Get over here. Fatality.
Get over here.
They got some nasty fatalities on Mortal Kombat, even then and now. So
I need to check that out. I haven't played Mortal Kombat.
You could go to YouTube, type in, I say, a little delight of the day of the weekend. Go to YouTube, type in Mortal Kombat fatalities, brutalities, and friendships, and they'll show you all the breakdown of you could do friendships too. I don't know if y'all knew that. You could do friendships where you basically go, instead of ripping somebody's spine out, you go over there and shake their hand. You go shake their hand, or you give them a cupcake for their birthday or something like that.
Cupcake. Take away the ships. You just don't. Never mind.
So AG, I know that they play the old Tecmo Bowl tournaments and stuff like that. So
they actually play up here at a bar in Green Bay called the Watering Hole every February, around Super Bowl time, the same time the Super Bowl weekend is.
So I assume they still do that for like the old Mortal Kombat games and stuff like that.
100%. Yeah. Evo, which was back in July, a fighting game tournament in Las Vegas, and all over the US. There's from Seattle, Washington down to Florida, there's little bars, little places that from Mortal Kombat to Street Fighter, the old stuff we played on in the cabinet game era. They have tournaments every weekend, 52 weekends a year. You could just go online, Google it, and you'll be able to find a weekend somewhere in Nebraska where there's a tournament going on for one of the old fighting games.
This just hit me. I wonder if they have the old Atari 2600 Pac-Man, because my sister was a guru. It was unreal. It was
remember horrible. The pattern. Just have your pattern down.
She must have had the pattern down, because
she had that thing memorized. But there's a tournament for every game out there that's been created, so you could find one.
How often did you guys go to the arcade?
Oh, we used to go a lot, man.
I went once a week, man, on Saturdays.
Raff,
I went every Saturday.
What was the one down here?
It was called
Kingdom or
AG. There was one right across.
Quarter Fun? No, Coin Fun.
Coin Fun. There was Coin Fun.
Remember Coin Fun right across from the movie theater that used to be right on
exactly. Right in the same parking lot as Wendy's right there. We used to go in there.
I went there, I think every other week when I was on campus. Yep.
That was the spot.
Nebraska's like, AG, do you need a dorm? Nope. I got Coin Fun. We're good.
Facts. Just put a twin bed in the back. Just put a twin bed in the back. I would have been there.
Oh, yeah. Hillsville, you're exactly right, by the old Starship, which you were talking about, AG, Starship 9. Yep. Before we go to break real quick, AG, this question for you, because I have no idea, from unknown texter 3994. When was NBA Jam and NFL Blitz released?
Ooh, NBA Jam came out first. It was in around 90, early 90s. So between 90 and 92.
We played that one.
Yep. Yeah, it was NBA Jam first. NFL Blitz came, I want to say, around 96, 97. Mm-hmm. And then actually I was on the first. So one of the first, obviously, with being college football at the time, and the EA Sports came out with their first Bill Walsh football. I was able to be fortunately on that. And then the first NFL game I was on was one of NFL Blitz, the arcade edition that came out in 1999. So to be a gamer and to see myself on that game throwing people around as Blitz does, I was like, this is cool, man. It doesn't get better than this. I get to punch a guy in the face and not get a flag.
Well, Backyard Baseball just got revamped and released just a couple of days ago as well. So you can go play Backyard Baseball. Those backyard games were fun.
When one of my greatest arcade game memories is?
What's that?
When Parkway Lanes got John Elway's quarterback. We were there every single day. It was $5 in quarters to play an entire game. John Elway's quarterback at Parkway Lanes. One of the greatest moments of my life.
That must have been the value that they put on his performances.
Oh, that game was amazing.
Just a couple
And
clips.
and we gotta do. So I see Raff. I've been like telling the story of you to my other like fandom places I go. Like I have my podcast, the Gamers Lounge. I do Green and Go G Lounge, and you're known now because I talk about you. I reference you. I say I got a guy, a really good friend of mine now, that no matter what, somehow he brings up Broncos. No matter what, we could be talking about shots at the bar or something else, completely off subject, and then he brings up the Broncos in some capacity. So we got to do a show here in Green Bay maybe one day where you can meet some of these fans that kind of know that kind of feel your pain. Right?
Yeah, AG, it's not even just all the Broncos. It's just this infatuation with John Elway.
True facts.
I've dreamed about taking shots with John Elway before.
Oh man,
I believe his bar was on Federal Boulevard in Denver, if I recall right.
Trent Carrar.
And I believe that he was born in room 752 at so-and-so hospital.
He was born in Port Angeles, Washington.
Trent, good morning to you. He goes, Trent says, I was born in 2004. I remember playing backyard football on the Wii.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Game was a blast.
Dude, it was so much fun. I think I got my first backyard game. I rented it.
Mm-hmm.
And I could only get it from two places. One was the local library.
And
they would have
a video.
PC games, or Blockbuster.
Blockbuster Video. I told you.
I used. Yep. So or Blockbuster. So those were the two places that I'd rent them, and I'd play. That's how I got to play the backyard games.
Yeah. Blockbuster Video. When that hit the scene, when you could rent video games, I lost my mind. I was a college student that almost went broke. I was like, "Oh my god, we can rent video games now!" Oh Lord have mercy.
What I just ended up doing was I just went to Walmart and played the demo. I'd hurt my neck.
I did that too. So
I'd always get a thing. I'd kill my neck just looking up at the small TV, but I'd be playing the.
That was the hustle. That was the like if you balling on the budget. You went to Walmart or you went to GameStop. Or EB Games, and they had the demo consoles already set up. You could play in the store until they kicked you off. I was a rookie in Seattle at the mall, not far from my house in Lake Washington. I would go to the EB Games there and sit on their demo TV until they kicked me off. They'd be like, "Man, don't you got work?" I said, "No, man, it's a Tuesday. It's my off day."
That's why I'm here. Don't you know it? I'm here every Tuesday.
Come on. This is the NFL day off day, man. I'm gonna sit here and play this game all day. I'm gonna try to beat it. It's like, man, you gotta go home, man. We're about to shut them all down.
You gotta leave, bro. You gotta go. Folks, before we go to break, Eric and Hickman says, I love Marcus Allen, but not to the extent he loves Elway. Hizzleberry, a lot of moving hopping that happened in Starship 50 for 50 cents back then. It was 50 cents. Massey says, lots of college football Saturday. Will Raff be watching, or does he have to pose for Instagram posts with his fiance? Massey.
You can do both.
Why are you doing it? Yeah. And last one right here, unknown texter 0167. I don't never heard of this guy. Kenny, was it Kawaguchi?
Dude, Kenny Kawaguchi
was unstoppable in backyard baseball.
He was Kenny Kawaguchi. So were the Pete Wheeler was as well. Pete Wheeler was filthy.
Yamaguchi was Johan Antani before his time. That's what that was. Yes, that
Folks,
was.
we come back. There's a lot of college football to discuss. Also, Nebraska football lands a recruit that kind of, not saying went under the radar, but I want to discuss it. Is it the Raiola effect? And also a lot of college ball we're going to talk about. I want to get your picture and give you ours. That's going to be the second hour of the show. Folks, it's Friday. It's a fun day Friday. We win. It's a win Friday because there's no game. You can't lose if you ain't playing, man. So
that's a good point.
We love it. We love it. We'll be right back. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bosson. Education is a cornerstone for strong, vibrant communities. I voted for the largest investment in education in Nebraska history. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and understand the valuable role of education in growing our community. This is Carolyn Bosson, and I will continue to support education in the legislature. Vote Carolyn Bosson on November 5th. Paid for by Bosson for Legislature.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Kim with Midwest Bank. We know there is more to your business than numbers and spreadsheets. For us at Midwest Bank, the people who make up a business matter most. We believe in getting to know you and your business and providing customized banking solutions that help protect your business and help it grow. Schedule a free consultation with us today. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Fall is here, which means it's time to dive into a new lineup of autumn flavors at Wings and Rings. Your home away from home during football season. Their all-star lineup of wing sauces is adding 2 new impact players, curry garlic and pumpkin chili. Need something delicious before kickoff? How about starting your meal with their brand new chorizo nachos and loaded fries? You better act fast. These new tastes of autumn won't be here long. So make the trip to one of their 2 Lincoln locations today on O Street or Village Lane.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Bryant at 402-467-1111 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-1111.
Early break. Anthony in the mailbag says, good morning, guys. Question for the mailbag. If you were trapped in a 10 by 10 foot by 10 foot concrete room with one animal, what is the largest animal you could kill with nothing but your bare hands?
I'd like to think I could whip an ostrich.
Get a hold of that. He's gonna whip him around. He's gonna whip him around.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Holy cow, we're sitting with famousness right now.
Yes, we are. Sarah, what's happening, lady?
Sarah.
Hello.
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Doing great. It's Friday. It is Friday. And Nebraska also got a recruit the past couple. I think that took place on Sunday or Monday. And the 2026 recruiting class, they've gone from 0 commits to two commits, which was big. And they got the big dude. I didn't realize he was from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Sioux Falls.
Davion Bonwell-Witt took the game day visit last weekend and committed to Nebraska. He also had offers. Oh man, a lot of other schools on here. He had offers from K-State, Minnesota, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, a number of other teams. 6 foot. I think he's a big dude too. 6'2", 190, wide receiver. Washington High School. They're out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Committed here, which is a big thing. Fellas, he said Raiola was a big part of that. AG, think about this. You had a chance to play with some great quarterbacks as far as that go. Hall of Famer, of course, and Brett Favre. Who was your quarterback in Seattle when you were there?
A little bit of John Freeze, Warren Moon, and John Kitna.
You played Warren Moon. Okay. Yep. Kitna has also obviously played a long time in the league, of course. And then, of course, Warren Moon needs no introduction. Nebraska, of course, you had Frazier, you had Frost, you had Brooke Behringer, Terminator. Just to name a few guys you had there. Monte Cristo, the great Monte Cristo up there in Omaha. And then you go to Green Bay with Favre. How big is it to have a quarterback of Raiola's stature already out of place and using him? And he's using his own skills and his own ability, his own credibility. How big is that to go to a school with a young quarterback and one that's having the season that Raiola's having, man? If you're a recruit, a high recruit like you were.
It's very big, because then we know, like, you know, in your head, like, if you're going to put yourself on that team right away, like this thinking forwardly, it's like, man, we're good at quarterback. We got a guy there that is proven. We got a guy there that is trusted. Leadership is there. And now I could get added to the equation in terms of myself being a running back, wide receiver, whatever, to help this offense flourish even more. So as a recruit coming in, you got to project yourself in that roster on game day, in the practices, stuff like that, to say, you know what, it's going to be a nice little matchup to have us in the backfield together.
Raff, how big is that, man?
Oh, it's huge. But we kind of talked about this at the beginning with Raiola, that we might not see what he brings, all that he brings to Nebraska until maybe a year or two later, just to see what kind of recruits want to come to Nebraska, because boy, you want to come to a place, if you're a receiver, where you have a quarterback that puts the ball in the right places, puts you in the position to run.
Mm-hmm.
And by accounts of it, I know Dylan had a rough game last week, but we're looking at, a 6-game season here, and 5 out of 6 games, he's been pretty, his targeting has really been good. His accuracy has been good. So I think you're really going to see over this next year or two a lot of receivers. And I would assume before it's all said and done, Nebraska will end up getting maybe 1 or 2 high 4 or 5-star receivers.
Mm-hmm. You guys, talking about Raiola in his play last week, just listening around town and talking to folks, and just even the newspapers, etc. Talking about the game. First of all, did he have a bad game? I don't think it was a bad game. It just was an off game. I mean, the interception was the bad part, but I'm thinking
it was super windy.
It was windy, but I keep alluding back to this dude. And to me, here's what I think, AG and Raff and Sarah. I think if you have an off game, that interception he threw was bad. Yes. Other than that, it's kind of like, okay, you still won the game.
Yep.
Was those previous 5 games of success, is that now the monster for him, you guys?
No, not in my head. Like, he is still a true freshman, and he still is growing every game. He's getting better out there every day, regardless if he throws a pick or not. He's learning from that. He's getting better, progressing up. And so to have this first year under her belt, I don't think people understand how important that is, to be playing fresh out of high school and you're starting and playing your freshman year of college. Because that, for me, was something that for the next couple years was like, I already get it. Like, I understand the speed. I got the process of working through the playbook, understanding what I need to know there, all the audibles, the adjustments, but then working with my teammates on the same level to make sure we can execute all the plays around there. So at the QB position, leading that huddle, leading that team, that is just, he's light years ahead of every other quarterback. Even if they are have more experience than him, he's light years ahead of them right now.
And what I mean by monster too, what I mean by that too, these expectations. I mean, it's like, it's unreal. To me, it's unrealistic. I think, like I said, I think Raiola's plan has had a hell of a year so far, man. You got a team to 5-1. This time last year, we had a billion turnovers. Like I said, besides the one throw he threw, like I said, that was one he definitely would won back. Dude, I got no complaints with the young man whatsoever. No complaints.
I kind of wanted to see a game like that, because
I
wanted to see when he did not have his A game, would he force things? Would he force the issue? He had the one interception, but other than that, he did what was needed to get Nebraska the victory. And some of the stuff that I'll read, I'm just sitting there going, remember last year when we had like 13 turnovers in the first, and now so I'm just like, I just laugh, and I'm like, you're not always going to have your A game. I'm sure, like AG, I'm sure there were times in Green Bay with Brett, like there were some games he did not have his A game. However, he was a field general that he is able to lean on other things. We leaned on the defense. There's going to be different facets of every game that something is going to be a little bit stronger than. And that was one of those games.
You're spot on. AG and Raff, think about this. Just Sunday, we were moving and taking care of business. The game we were listening to, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Aaron Rodgers did not have his best game the first time he ever threw 3 interceptions in one game. He had never done it.
And a pick six.
And a pick six. To me, the expectations on Raiola are over the top.
That's why players don't listen to expectations.
Exactly.
We focus on whatever we need to focus on: the playbook, our teammates, our coaches, the college, the organization. That's why we don't play off of that.
Go ahead. Ted's got a good point here too. Defense is now. Good morning to you, Ted. Defense is now have film on him as well. They're going to start scouting him and putting defensive schemes on the field. They know they can frustrate him. I think about this, you guys. Ted, you bring up a good point. When you don't have film on someone, you don't know what to expect. You don't know what their tendencies are, what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are, etc. The reality is this: when you've made a splash on the college football scene, as Raiola have, people are taking notice.
Yep.
And these guys are paid for a reason, these defensive coordinators, to do their job. And if they're not doing their job, they're going to be looking for a job. So they have film now. They're going to be scheming. They're going to look at strengths, tendencies, etc. However, we also have film.
Well, here's the deal. I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're starting to scheme and but what they're forgetting about Dylan Raiola is the more games he plays,
absolutely,
the game starts to slow down even more for him.
Great point, big fella.
So I'm okay with people getting film on him and thinking that you've solved Dylan Raiola, because you have not solved Dylan Raiola. The game is slowing down for him.
No.
Unknown texter 1199 says Dylan's off game is still better than we were getting most of last year's bingo point. It's good for him to have these struggles to develop and grow. Absolutely. AG, we lift a lot of weights. All right, lift a lot of weights.
You still do.
I know. Yeah, I'm a little sore today, man.
Oh, sorry, brother. Sorry.
No. Actually felt good. Keep and AG,
arm massage.
Yeah, and AG, we know the muscle only grows through what?
It grows through the more reps you put in.
Reps and stress.
The stress and the game. I mean, I mentioned it already. It's like light years. He's going to be light years ahead of any sophomore quarterback at the college level.
Absolutely.
Because he's already been through the reps his true freshman year. Like I said, people do not understand when you play as a freshman at any level, you play as a freshman in high school, you play as a freshman in college, you play as a rookie, your NFL year, and you get a significant amount of time. And that time is the reps in practice, the reps in training camp, mini camps, or whatever. You're getting confidence as you're going along. You're learning. You're messing up. I remember my rookie year and freshman year, I messed up a ton, but I learned so fast. I learned how to bounce back real quick. I learned how to basically fall on the ground, which I already knew this. If I fall down, I get myself right back up.
Right.
And dust it off and be like, all right, I got it now. I know not to do that. I know this now instead of that now. So it just comes in so fast because you're such a sponge. And you're not really intoxicated with all the ambience of college sports when you're at that age. You're still young, wet behind the ears, and so the last thing you're thinking about is what they're talking about. What we're on a talk show like this or ESPN or whatever. You're just thinking about, you know what? I got class at 8:00, and then after that I got my next class, and then I got lunch and then practice. Then I'll go watch film with the quarterback group. That's all you're thinking about.
Right.
And that's the way you should be thinking. That's all you need to think about is your next step in your day. From the time you wake up to the time you go back into your dorm room or apartment in your room, to sleep and rest. That's it. And then football on the days when you're out in the field with your teammates and on Saturdays. That's the only thought process. And so we talk about the whole big picture. We see all the things that he's going through and his teammates are going through with him. But really, it's simple. It's a microcosm of simpleness. Or when you're in it, there's not much going on.
Right.
There's a lot of quiet time for you to think. You think it's like, white, we're not loud noises, fans cheering. You hear all that. Sometimes I didn't even hear the fans in the stand. I didn't hear sometimes when I messed up and the coach is yelling at me to correct it. Because I'm focusing on already know I messed up. I got to get it right. Just focus on get on to the next play.
Craig says, well said. Ahman, which is definitely well said. Unknown texture 6008 says Pat Mahomes has so much film. Teams can't still stop him. Well, I think it's a major difference between a 7-year pro and a second year.
I'm a little upset right now.
Kid. What's that?
I mean, but that's a good example.
All those on green chants I did in college, and AG never heard one of them.
Hey, no, Raff. I heard every. Hey, the first time. I can't remember the first game, the home game, but I never forget. I'm sitting there on the sidelines, and I'm like, they chant my name. I was like, hold on.
It rung off the tongue so well.
I was like,
Ahman Green.
I was like, it's crazy. I was like, I said, oh man, I got to play better now. I got to make sure I'm on point now.
Hey, Al, good morning to you, Al. He says, if we use the fullback, I already like you thinking here, brother. I love it. The defense would have no clue if we run, pass, or screen out of the backfield. That is something I totally agree with him, man. I love when I see Jerry Bonner back there, or whoever they decide to bring back there, because it does mix things up, man. You do give that defense. Well, wait a minute, we haven't seen this before. I love, and that's something that, like I said, I'm not the OC, but I tell you what, I would love to see more of the fullback in there, even if he's not getting it, just to throw off different looks.
And you see a little mixture of that. They kind of use it the H-back, kind of where they flank
kind
off
of
the side a little bit. But yeah, I just keep on thinking, I understand.
A true I formation a few times.
Yeah, but I've read where people have talked about, people have solved Dylan Raiola. I'm like, you're not seeing this correctly. Dylan Raiola is watching tape, and the game is slowing down. I can only imagine his first couple of games, how fast everything probably felt to him compared to high school. And with quarterbacks, you see it with rookie quarterbacks in the NFL all the time. the game begins to slow down. So
Mhm.
I'm looking for, people are saying he's hit a wall. I'm looking for
He
things.
hasn't hit no dang wall.
Yeah.
That just blows me away.
The
Just
best,
like, are
the
you
best
freaking
is,
kidding
the best
me?
is so still, oh man, Nebraska fans don't even know what's going to happen over the next couple of years.
And I tell you what, it's something how, I'm not saying all, it's amazing how some people so quickly forget what we were dealing with the past number of years.
Yeah.
I would take his bad game over some of the good games that we've had last year and still lost last year in years past as far as that goes. So, folks, we get that recruit in. It was a big recruit for us to get in. We got a lot of college football. Again, Davion Bonwell Witt out of Washington High School, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 6'2", 190, wide receiver. That's our second recruit for the 2026 recruiting class. And I think the Rail effect is going to continue to give positive ripple effects for the football program. Yeah. Folks, when we come back, we got a lot of college football to discuss because we're going to take our picks, who we think, options, etc. And, man, there's going to be a big game going on in Oregon.
Austin Stadium.
We'll discuss that, Red River Shootout, and all the rest of that good stuff. It's Friday. You know what, Eric? I'm not going to say the other word that goes with Friday. Not Friday.
Thank God.
We'll be back. It's Friday on the Ticket.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. October is pork month, so now through October 13th, enjoy fresh pork belly for $2.99 per pound. Fairway's hickory smoked bacon 16-ounce packs for $4.99. Fresh pork sausages for $2.99 per pound, and all-natural pork Boston butt for $1.88 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bosden. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bosden, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bosden on November 5th. Paid for by Bosden for Legislature.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Tanner's Bar and Grill is the best place in Lincoln for a casual get-together, best place to watch a game, and the best for pre- and post-game. Catch college and NFL football as well as the volleyball action this season at Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. What's better than wings, cold beer, and a Husker win? Enjoy great food and drink specials every day and tons of TVs to catch all the action. Tanner's Bar and Grill, 30th and Yankee Hill.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
The temperature and leaves are falling daily, so that means it's time for a new pair of shoes for the fall season from Brown Shoe Fit. Now, through October 31st, take $15 off any regular priced fall shoe and boots. Brands like Keen, Obos, Echo, Taos, and Atrex, all $15 off. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details. This is the sale that you've all been waiting for. So get down to Brown Shoe Fit on 66th and Q.
When your home fills up with family, Aloe Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Aloe Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Aloe at 866-481-2556 or visit aloefiber.com.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hey guys, it's Austin with 93.7 The Ticket. We've got a full Sunday of NFL action for you here on our airwaves. Starting at noon, we've got an interleague game between the struggling Cleveland Browns and the up-and-down Philadelphia Eagles. The afternoon game kicks off at 3:45 from Dallas, with both the Detroit Lions and Dallas Cowboys putting their two-game win streaks on the line, looking to make it 3 in a row in a key NFC playoff picture matchup. You can catch all the biggest NFL games right here on Lincoln's home for the NFL, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Hour 2 is proudly sponsored by, I got to find it.
It's all right.
I got to be better at this. I had it pulled up and then I lost it.
Take your time. Take your time.
I wanted to say it with pizzazz and greatness, and I had it all pulled up and then it disappeared on me.
As he's pulling that up, AG, what's the weather looking like up in Green Bay right now, man?
Right now it's 73. It's sunny.
Oh, yeah. I know you'll take that, brother.
Yes,
Man,
indeed.
That's
Yes,
like
indeed.
Houston North.
Yeah.
AGO be getting that U-Haul moving back up there.
No. If it has to do with the weather, no. That's a hard pass. That is a hard pass.
All right, everyone.
It gets darker here early. It was like 7:15, and it looked like midnight here. And like down in Houston at 7:15, the sun is just going down. So there's a big difference. Trust me.
Big difference.
All
Who's
right.
sponsored by, Raffy?
Hour 2, proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Well, folks, there's a lot of football action that's taking place this weekend, and I cannot wait to watch it again. Big shout out to my to my nephew, little Jackson Dom. I'm going to watch them play in Gothenburg
Going
tonight.
down, Holdridge. Going down.
The Dusters are going down. Is it the Holdridge Dusters, or is it?
I think so.
The Dusters?
It looks like a little
I think it is the
Duster thing.
Dusters. Yeah. It's got a little thing of that beep beep that'll do
Yeah.
that's on there. Oh, beep beep. But that's in Gothenburg, and people blow me away. People say, "Well, you're going, man. That's way out in Western Nebraska." Western Nebraska to me starts at North Platte.
Yeah,
about North Platte. When people think that even York, that's out there. York is not out there. Kearney's not out there. Grand Island's not out there.
Scotts Bluff is out there.
Scotts Bluff, that is literally Shadron.
That's out there.
Northwest Nebraska. But I think to me, North Platte, the western part starts at North Platte, at least North Platte, maybe
Perkins County.
Yeah, Perkins right out there, Sutherland area. Watching that game tonight, but a lot of football coming up this weekend, y'all. We have I'm gonna go through these games. You guys want to take the picks. You got Bama at South Carolina. That game's at 11 o'clock a.m. That is going to be at Bryant-Denny Stadium, a stadium you've been to many times, Raff. Does Alabama come out blazing against South Carolina?
Yeah, of course they do. It's a rivalry game, man. In conference, South Carolina has some good players, but Bama, regardless of the loss, it's early in the season, and I say you can absorb a loss right now with the way the college football playoff looks like. It's set up now with the 12 teams. So that loss, they could get them the motivation they need to get through the rest of this season for them. And Milroe's playing great, over 1,200 yards passing. So I like what he's putting together there for his opportunity as another year as a quarterback for the University of Alabama, and just beat up them Gamecocks out there. So
Raff, what do you think on that one, man?
Roll Tide. Ryan Williams.
Roll Tide. I think that's gonna be an interesting game for Coach DeBoer in particular, in that I think personally, guys, even if this game is close, that pressure cooker game it's going to get hotter for him in the kitchen, man. I think they have to take care of that game and do it convincingly.
It's crazy what 2 weeks. I mean, 2 weeks ago he was the toast of the town.
Mm-hmm.
This week we better get this win, or else there's going to be some.
It was so bad. It was so bad. AG, they were even clowning DeBoer. I was looking at some of their message boards.
Yeah.
You were like, man, wear a shirt like a coach out there wearing a T-shirt, looking like the equipment manager or one of the people in concessions. Wear a polo. It was just, they were going off. He could have worn a tank top or a white beater in the game against Georgia. They wouldn't have cared because you won. But it shows you they start looking at you in the microscope, man.
And that's the funny stuff. Like, if I was a head coach for Alabama and I saw that, because I'm pretty sure DeBoer hasn't seen that stuff, and he probably don't even care about it, to be honest.
He better not.
But if somehow I caught wind of that, I'd be like, I would amp it up. I'll be going out there and how Harbaugh has the whole Dockers thing. I'll be in Docker shorts and flip flops on the sidelines. I'm like, bro, you keep talking about me. I'll turn it all the way down. I'll turn this thing all the way back down. I look like a beach bum, and I'm coaching, and we're winning. So y'all need to shut y'all mouths, because I ain't worried about y'all. I'm just annoying y'all so I could do my job how I want to do it. In just some Docker shorts and a tank top by the end of the season, if they keep talking.
Bama's favored by 21.
That's just how I'm built. I like to do that to people.
Alabama, I know he's got a little bit of heat on him and stuff like that.
He got a lot of heat on him.
Looking back on it, just the coach that he is, I had maybe some questions at the beginning when they first brought him in, like, will he be able to replace Saban? But I think when time will tell this, but I think Alabama made the right hire with DeBoer, and he'll prove it this weekend.
Yeah, I think he will.
You got to remember, Saban was there 20 plus years or 15 years or whatever it was, and 7 titles. So you can't just say year one he's going to come in and be the guy. He's going to go through what Saban did. It's a building, like we were just talking about Dylan, right? It's the same thing. Not that he's a rookie coach. He's just a rookie at being a coach at Alabama. This is his first year, so he has to go through the same type of process. Learn from mistakes, get better, and how to adjust the team offensively, defensively, and special teams, the offseason program, things of that nature. He has bigger things to deal with in terms of management-wise as being a head coach compared to being a quarterback. But just understanding, as long as he gets it, and then I say as long as he gets it to the point that his experience is going to make him better throughout the time. It's the same thing that got Nick Saban to where he is.
And if Alabama, if you have questions, just follow the way Nebraska did it after Osborne. I mean, that worked out well.
No, don't do that. I know that's sarcasm right there. Yeah, that's sarcasm, Raff. I like it. I'm not even a big Bama fan, but I'm like, please don't do that. Please don't. I don't put that on my worst enemy. I'll say it,
don't go there.
Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma, y'all could do that. Yeah, go ahead, Oklahoma. Knock yourself out. Drop the A-bomb on yourself. Just do it.
USC at Penn State at USC. Here's the ticket price, you guys. At 2:30 CBS, the ticket prices are only $15.
Welcome to California.
Welcome to California. And you compare that to Illinois, Purdue, they're going for $45.
Interesting.
You know, the funny thing is, ticket to the game, $15. Cold beer, $25.
You guys, who are you taking with Penn State, USC? What are you taking on that?
Ooh, man. I want to lie in the area of the Nittany Lion, but USC's at home. And what's the line?
3.5.
3.5. 3.5 is the line. So
Penn State.
It's going to be a battle, but I think Penn State can outlast the Trojan at home, because even though they're sitting at 3-2, I've been mentioning this all year. UCLA, USC, they have talented teams. It's just sometimes that talent doesn't bring it all together at the same time. But I've seen a couple gameplay of USC and their quarterback there, and he is a competitor. He gets the ball out, but it just Penn State a little bit more tougher, guys a little bit more disciplined, coached a little bit better. My man James Franklin, he was out in Green Bay with me. He's got that team put together on all facets. So I'll say it's going to be a tough game for him, but I believe Penn State will come out on top.
What do you think, Raff?
I'm going Penn State also because Penn State's not playing Michigan or Ohio State. I'm using those because James Franklin is pretty flawless career record. It's just those
against those two.
Who
I would
63-0.
Oh man, Terrell. So they're gonna beat the brakes off. Good Lord. Terrell saying to Black Shirt, the Hall of Famer saying, nah, man, ain't gonna be close. Here's why I say Penn State gets USC. USC's defensive coordinator defense is still very young. They were exposed actually last week against Minnesota, I believe. And I think Penn State, I think they're gonna handle it like handedly. I would say handily in that one right there, unless USC does something they haven't shown so far. But that USC defense is still very young, and they a decent, not a good team, a decent Minnesota punched them in the mouth. And so they haven't seen the likes of what Penn State's going to bring at them as well. The next one, you guys, Texas versus number 18, Oklahoma, the Red River Shootout, 2:30 p.m. at the Cotton Bowl. Who are you guys taking in that game, man? AG, what you got in that game? You have Texas as a 14.5-point favorite in that game.
Right. I mean, well, Texas number one, and I forget they were number one in the country, man. I'm just kind of like, wow, bewildered. I mean, I see the game. I play the game, college football, all the time, and I'm just like, I haven't seen them play. So the question in my head is, why are they number one? What do I don't know about the Longhorns? But obviously, other people do know. So I'm gonna check out, watch their game, watch the previous games too to find out, because I know they have a running back that's pretty good. They have a receiver, and they have Ewers, the quarterback. So they have those pieces in place. And I know that Texas Longhorns, regardless of their season goes, regardless of their ranking, they always have a solid defense. So watching that defense and being a rivalry game, and what this crazy on the trip down from the U-Haul trip, we actually drove past Cotton Bowl, and I didn't realize it's when they say it's downtown Dallas, I did not realize it was like right in downtown Dallas. I was like, this is so cool to see where it is. And it's just like 3.5 hours off the border of Texas, Oklahoma. So it's definitely that rivalry setting, but it's going to be interesting. But I'm gonna go Longhorns just because they have the number one team roster. Like I said, I still got to watch some games on them to see really what puts them there at number one. But in terms of the offense and the defensive side of the ball, I can see them going, taking care of business against Oklahoma right now. And Oklahoma, has the one loss already in the conference, so they just got to be ready to play some ball.
Who you riding with, Raff?
This game is my developing situation game because I think Texas wins, but I think the spread is way too much for the Red River rivalry. And then it's going to be interesting to see with Quinn Ewers. He's coming back from injury. Say he comes out and he's got some rust on him. How long does Sarkisian wait
to
enter in Arch? Because that Texas crowd is going to be like, we want Arch fairly quickly if things come out. So I think you have a lot of developing situations in this game.
Yeah, I think 13.5 is a lot. You throw all the records out when it comes to Texas and Oklahoma. You throw the records out.
But Vegas knows something we don't know.
Yep. I think true. I think you throw the records out, you throw the rankings out. These two, it's the Red River because there's going to be blood in the water tomorrow for sure. Yep. I think I'm still taking Texas by 7, though. Yep. I'm still taking Texas by 7 in that game. Next one we got is the big one, man, is the LSU Ole Miss. That's going to be a heck of a game in Death Valley. That is going to be a game right there at Tiger Stadium. LSU Ole Miss, which we're looking at, Rafferty.
I was thinking
time of kickoff. 6:30 ABC. AG, who are you taking in that? We got to wrap these up pretty quick. We're going to keep it on time. AG, who are you going with on that one, brother?
I'm gonna go make it quick. I'm gonna go Ole Miss. I like the rivalry matchup. Dart is a quarterback, is a guy that likes to throw it up and is accurate. He's 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Okay, a little Aaron Rodgers numbers right there in terms of touchdown interception ratio. So I like that, and he has a good running game behind with Parrish behind him as well with 570 yards. So I think Ole Miss was the Rambling. It's not the Rambling Wreck, is it?
The Rebels.
No, that's the Rebels. Oh, okay. It's the Rebels. The Ole Miss Rebels. Yeah, I think they're gonna go down to the Bayou and beat up some Tigers.
What'd you think, Raff?
I believe this is your first college football playoff elimination game. So whoever loses this game is out. I'm going to go with Ole Miss. I'm going to go Dart over Nussmeier.
I'm going Ole Miss because I still think they have a little bit of a hangover and a little pissed off after losing Kentucky, an unranked Kentucky at that, as far as that go at the time. So I'm going with Ole Miss to go down to Death Valley and take care of business. Our last one before the break, y'all. This is the one that I'm most intrigued about. Texas and Oklahoma, of course, I always love that one. But this is one, it's new because it's new. Ohio State there at Autzen Stadium there in Oregon. Who are you taking? Ohio State, number 2, Oregon, number 3, AG, 6:30 NBC. Tickets are going for $224.
This is a heavyweight matchup for the weekend.
AG, who you going with, man?
Yeah, man, this is the heavyweight matchup for the weekend. Man, I don't know. This is a tough one, man. I'm looking at the quarterbacks, Will Howard and Gabriel, both kind of even in their gameplay too. Both got a nice interception to touchdown ratio. Running backs, again, even there. It's going to be the defense here that stands up. And what I've seen between Oregon's defense and Ohio State defense, they've been creating problems for every team. So this, I got to look at the spread on this before I even make
3.5.
3.5 to the Buckeyes.
Yes.
3.5 to the Buckeyes, man. I say I'm gonna have to roll with the team that I've been playing with mostly on college football. And right now, that's the Ohio State Buckeyes.
What are you going with, Raff?
Well, I know Oregon's got a bunch of uniforms. If they roll out in Michigan uniforms, I'd go Oregon. But I'm guessing they're not rolling out in Michigan uniforms.
Hey, if this was a uniform matchup, they would win because they have more combinations than Ohio State.
Yeah, they do. They do over 100 combinations.
If Oregon rolls out in Michigan uniforms, then I'd probably go Oregon. But if Ryan Day's not playing Michigan, I'm going Ohio State.
You guys, I think Ohio State introduces Oregon to Big Ten football. I really do in this game, man. Oregon, in my opinion, is more of a finesse team, a very good finesse team to run it up and down the field. But if Ohio State slows it down and makes it an alley fight and just bludgeons you up the middle, I think Ohio State takes care of business. And I think 3.5, I think Ohio State probably wins by 7-10 in that game tomorrow if they play with the physicality. If they try to get in a shootout, it's going to be more interesting.
Yeah, it'll be more interesting. Ohio State can chuck the ball around.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So if they go Ohio State slows this games down and play smash mouth football, they're going to control the line of scrimmage. They'll control the clock, and it could be a long physical day for the Oregon Ducks. So I'm taking them. I'm taking Ohio State over Oregon. Real quick before we go to break, you guys, K-State 18 plays Colorado 9:15 tomorrow night. Tickets are going for $147. Folsom Field in Colorado 9:15. You know them folks are going to be good and lathered up for that game. Real fast, who are you going with that one, AG? K-State or Colorado?
Oh man, I'm gonna go K-State on this. I like Giddens, the running back for K-State. He's gonna be a high draft pick in the next couple. If he doesn't go pro this year, he'll probably go pro next. After his senior year, he's only a junior and has had 1,200 yards plus.
Elusive.
His first, very elusive. He's like a Le'Veon Bell. He's very patient to let his run blocks get together. So you've seen Le'Veon Bell being a Steelers fan a lot when he was playing as a Steeler AD. So you know what I'm talking about there.
And he should have never left, but I ain't gonna go
there. Yeah, exactly. But that's the business side of it. But regardless of that, I'm gonna go K-State. I'm gonna go Wildcats.
Where you going, Raffy?
I'm going to go Colorado. It's in Boulder. It's a night game, and I think you're really going to see Deion really push the Shedeur and Travis Hunter Heisman candidacies.
I think it's a close game, but I think K-State gets them by 7. I'm saying 28-20, 28-25, 28-21. Going 20-21, K-State, because AJ, as you mentioned, the running back for K-State, he is a slasher, dasher. He's elusive. He's patient. And Colorado's defense is still very porous as far as that goes, man. So I think K-State probably gets those guys tomorrow night there.
And so don't forget about Avery Johnson, the true sophomore quarterback that has speed and has accuracy with his arm.
Absolutely.
So he could be another vital part of that victory up in Colorado.
Yes, he could. Folks, we're going to our last break. We come back. We got the RGT, and we have the 80 attitude adjustment. Parting words from AG as well up in Green Bay. We'll be right back, folks. It's a drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
Go Hog Wild Pet Barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street.
Hey guys, it's Nick. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday at 8 p.m. from Seacrest Field as Grand Island takes on Lincoln North Star. The Gators are 4-2 on the year and led by head coach James Thompson, while the Islanders are still searching for their first win of 2024. Kickoff is slated for 8 p.m. with pregame coverage starting at 7:45 p.m. It's the Islanders and the Gators this Friday on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
The temperature and leaves are falling daily, so that means it's time for a new pair of shoes for the fall season from Brown Shoe Fit. Now, through October 31st, take $15 off any regular priced fall shoe and boots. Brands like Keen, Obos, Echo, Taos, and Atrex, all $15 off. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details. This is the sale that you've all been waiting for. So get down to Brown Shoe Fit on 66th and Q.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Nebraska football banked 3 wins early. It had to do that. Seeing the win against Purdue, seeing the win against Northern Iowa, even Colorado, I feel like, at least for me, the wins have been secondary. I've been trying to nitpick, they have to do this better, they have to do this better. Nick, I'm in a spot now with both the Royals helping me see with the Huskers. We got to learn to love these teams for who they are. The bar has changed.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket, wrapping up another Friday show.
Yes, it is. Quick announcement from Sarah. Sarah, go ahead.
All right. So something that I wanted to kind of promote today, I have officially started a podcast.
Hello.
It's called She Scores. So it's focused on women working in sports. The first episode dropped on Monday. I had Ellie French, who is a TV sports reporter in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
She used to work back at KETV in Omaha. And then my second guest, who I'm really excited about, Sloan Martin. She broadcasts volleyball, softball, basketball on BTN. So she's going to be on the next episode, and that will drop a week from Monday.
I love it. I love it.
Congratulations.
Tune in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. She Scores, and also available on YouTube. So
I love it.
Tune in any way you can.
Congrats to you on that, Sarah. Big congrats. Unknown Texter 4702. I love the picture of you and your bride that's right there. That early bird huskered up. I love it. I love it. Unknown Texter 4702. Richie Rich, good morning to you. Yes, the Oregon versus Ohio State game has the opportunity to be like the 1996 Fiesta Bowl.
Ooh, calling for the big time blowout.
Yes, that's going to be interesting right there. I'm Richie Rich. Hammond Beach, North Platte is where the sidewalk ends and the West begins.
And the road begins.
I like that.
On a cold, dark night.
Unknown 0278. Dawson County represent, absolutely. And Big Bird, Western Nebraska starts with the 308 area code. We're going to start with the RGT. Raff, what you got, my man?
All right, everybody. Today's Ralph's Good Take goes out to Mark Trainowitz. Mark, as you know, played for Nebraska back in 81 through 84. However, Mark was just newly inducted into the Nebraska Sports Hall of Fame.
Love it.
Mark was all-state football. Something I just learned about him, he won the heavyweight wrestling title his senior year in high school.
Really?
So he'd won that, and he was at state several times for track and field, discus and shot. But above all, Mark is probably one of the most nicest, genuine people that I've met. When you're an 11-year-old kid and you meet a guy that's playing in the NFL, it's a pretty cool thing. And then when you get an autograph sent to you from Jim Kelly and Mark Trainowitz, that's awesome stuff. And that's Ralph's Good Take material right there. So Mark, congratulations on the Hall of Fame. You are Ralph's Good Take.
Have you seen Mark lately?
Yeah.
He looks like a wide receiver.
He runs they run half marathons.
Yeah. AG. He's like one of those offensive linemen that you are, like, you know, some of your guys that they were 300 or something. Now they're like, 225, 230.
Yeah, I have a few.
Will Spill's another example.
Harry Grimminger. He's probably 210, 215.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
guys.
Mike Wall, he's about 220, 225, and he's still 6'6". And he was played at 315, I believe.
And even Remington.
You look at Remington.
Dave's down.
You look at Brandon Sty. You look at Aaron Graham. You look at Wilkes, Buddha. Buddha's a Joe Wilkes, a firefighter out there in Oregon. And I think he's probably about 230, maybe 235 or something like that. So big shout out to Mark.
I was thinking maybe yesterday, maybe I might get back at quarterback and put Jeff Lake on one side and you on the other.
Oh, Jeff Lake, man.
Maybe AG in the I formation.
Hey, big shout out. AG, we played golf with Jeff Lake. He hosted us at Shadow Ridge Country Club where Raff starts the front nine, and the front plate shoots a 48 in the front, goes absolutely on fire on the back nine, shoots a 40. The walk with the 88 at Shadow Ridge. The 40 was ridiculous. He birdied the last hole. AD as usual, 45, 46, a boring 91. I'd go par, then a triple, then a double, then par, then a triple. But we had a great time. And Jeff Lake hits the ball a mile, AG. That dude can play.
It's like a shotgun blast.
It's like a shotgun blast. So big shout out to Jeff Lake, our Husker brother. Appreciate you, man, for the hospitality out there. Raff, you got to talk about Tranovich. We'll talk about that real quick, which we want to congratulate him again on being in the Hall of Fame. Here's the 80 attitude adjustment. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give you happiness. Bad days give you experience. Worst days give you lessons. And the best days give you memories. Don't regret a day. Even the ones that hurt. Don't regret it because it teaches something. AG, what you got for us, my man?
Yeah, I got a good one here. Often it's the deepest pain which empowers you to grow into your highest self. So we're talking about Dylan Raiola. Growing up on the field, we're talking about other players at different levels growing up on the field. You got to go through that. Sometimes those good times and the bad times, especially the bad times, like you said, that's where the growth happens.
Absolutely. Hizzlebear, appreciate the shout out, man. Have a great Friday. We seen you going by. Didn't know who that was, man. And Hizzlebear, appreciate you, man. Gave us a shout out right there. Raff, take us on home, my man.
All I can say is your worst days of victory, I'll take those worst days all day long.
Right.
Everyone, have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Be nice to each other. We'll talk to you on Monday.